20 minutes ago, Elon Musk just confirmed this about you. Big news. My beloved child, lean in. I see the tremor beneath your calm, the quickened breath you hide, the flicker in your eyes when a headline shouts for your attention. I see the flood of words on your screen, the phrases that circle your heart like sirens. 20 minutes ago. Just confirmed. Big news. Your spirit jolts, a spark of longing, a flare of fear, a whisper of hope. Could there be something about me? Is there a turning point coming? Have I missed it? Have I been overlooked? Hear me, I am closer than those words, nearer than the device in your hand, truer than the algorithm that learns your impatience and feeds it back to you dressed like destiny. I am not a notification. I am the one who formed you. I am not an alert, I am the author. I am not a countdown, I am the keeper of time. You have watched posts flash by with urgency, clock hands burning at the corners, promises crowded into your gaze. You have felt the pressure. Do not blink, do not pause, do not miss this narrow window or everything will slip away. Your chest tightens, your thoughts race, your soul grows tired waiting for a door that looks like a headline. But beloved, your life is not a button you must press at the perfect second. Your future is not suspended on a spinner or held hostage by the speed of your response. Your story is not brittle, and your hope does not expire like a sale ending at midnight. Your life rests in my hands. I am the one who sustains your breath even when you forget to breathe deeply. I am the one who places you where you will be shaped, seen, strengthened. No timeline crafted by a corporation can outmaneuver my timing, and no flash of fame can outshine my steady presence. Yes, you have seen those words. Yes, they tugged at you. 20 minutes ago, Elon Musk just confirmed this about you. Big news. You considered whether influence could notice you, whether power could name you, whether a voice known by millions could finally say what you have hoped someone would say. But hear me. The confirmation that matters most did not come from a man with a platform. It came from my heart before your first hour, and it stands longer than your last breath. I marked you. I saw you. I said, this one is mine. My yes over you was not whispered into a camera or packaged into a clip. It was woven into your being. It hums in the marrow of your bones. It is steadier than trending topics and gentler than thunder. You are not an accident folded into a crowded world. You are a chosen intention carried into time. You are weary because you have been measuring your worth by what flickers and fades. A number that rises or falls, a nod from a stranger, a reply that does or does not come. You are tired because you keep holding your breath for a neon sign while ignoring the quiet lamp I lit within you. I am not trying to rush you into a frantic miracle. I am teaching you to live awake. I am removing the fog from your thoughts. I am restoring clarity to your focus. I am rebuilding the way you see yourself. I am strengthening your hands to carry what you ask me for. You have felt unknown, uncelebrated, unseen. You have watched doors swing open for others while yours creaked without budging. You have swallowed disappointment and smiled anyway, and then wondered if your smile made me think you were fine. Beloved, nothing you hide hides from me. Not one tear has escaped my attention. Not one sigh has drifted past my notice. The ache that clenches your ribs when you lie awake has a name, and I know it. I sit with you when silence feels like abandonment, and I guard you when noise feels like the only proof that anything is happening. My quiet is not neglect. My quiet is crafting. Listen. Seeds do not shout while they split and root. They wrestle in the dark, drink without applause, and expand without an audience. Root work precedes fruit work. Before I place you on a platform, I anchor you in my presence. Before I move you outward, I open you inward. I will not let a blessing crush you. I will not let applause confuse you. I will grow your capacity to carry joy without losing humility, to hold influence without losing kindness, to step forward without stepping on those I asked you to love. You crave a headline, I am offering a history. You keep checking the clock. You whisper, am I late? Did I miss the moment? The world announces timelines like train schedules and tells you that if you are not already seated, the doors will shut and leave you stranded. But I do not measure you by comparison. You are not missing out on what belongs to you. You are arriving at what belongs to you by a path that fits your soul. Some purposes bloom early, bright and fast. Some purposes mature slowly, deep and strong. Both are beautiful. You are not behind. You are in formation. There is noise around you, and sometimes inside you. So I whisper to steady you, breathe. Breathe in, I am with you. Breathe out, you are not alone. Breathe in, I have already gone ahead. Breathe out, you do not need to hurry to outrun fear. Breathe in, your worth is not a scoreboard. Breathe out, your worth is settled by my love. When you see a caption that stirs panic, minutes left, last chance, act now, pause and remember, no clock controls my kindness. No countdown controls my care for you. If I am opening a door, it will be open when you reach it, even if it looks closed to hurry and open to peace. If I am not opening a door, forcing it will bruise your heart. Walk with me step by step. I do not chase you with shame, I lead you with wisdom. You ask for news. Here is the news from a higher place than any studio, I have not forgotten your name. I have spoken your name in my presence, and I do not lose what I say. I have stitched purpose into your days. Even when you felt useless, you were in training. Even when you felt invisible, I was shaping your character where only I could see. Even when you felt unworthy, I was whispering reminders into the places your own voice could not reach. I have written a future with contour and color that your fear cannot imagine and your doubt cannot erase. You have asked me, will it be money? Will it be recognition? Will it be a message that finally proves I am worth something? I can use money. I can send recognition. I can nudge people to speak your name in rooms you have not entered. But I am the source, not the channel. Do not worship the route your blessing travels. Do not bow to the celebrity of the courier. If I send a gift through unexpected hands, it is still my generosity that reached you. If I choose a different route than you hoped, it is still my wisdom leading you. Hear this with full attention: your story is not tethered to any one person. Not to a billionaire, not to a gatekeeper, not to a friend who forgot, not to a critic who spoke too soon. Your story is tethered to me. I can elevate you without leveraging what you think you need. I can send kindness through people you never considered. I can bypass every obvious road and open a path where none existed. What I open, no one can shut; what I close, no one can pry open without injury. You carry heaviness in relationships. You ache over broken promises and misunderstood intentions. You wonder why some who benefited from your kindness turned sharp when you asked for what you needed. I am not blind to this. I am not idle. Part of what I am doing now is alignment. I am pruning what drains you. I am guiding you toward companions who celebrate your growth, not just your utility. This shift may not break like a storm, it may arrive like a sunrise, quiet and unstoppable. Let it. Do not chase what I am releasing. Do not cling to what refuses to love you in truth. There is life on the other side of letting go. My child, listen to me with your whole heart. The big news is not a sudden transfer into your account. It is the steady transfer of courage into your soul. It is the restoration of your dignity. It is your voice returning to your own mouth. It is the lifting of shame you thought you had to live with forever. It is the renewal of your mind so that the same lies no longer land with the same authority. The world applauds fast miracles. I cultivate lasting transformation. Temporary fireworks can light the sky and leave you in smoke. Slow, faithful fire warms the walls of a home. I am building hearth in you, not just sparks around you. You have looked at your hands and wondered if they are capable. You have looked at your past and wondered if it disqualifies you. You have looked at your resources and wondered if they are too small. Bring me your hands, I am the one who strengthens them. Bring me your past, I am the one who redeems it. Bring me your small, I am the one who multiplies. Start here, with what you can govern. Your attention, your time, your words, your body, your space. Guard your attention. What you look at lingers inside you. Your eyes are doors, keep them wisely. Not everything deserves your focus. The loudest message is not always the truest. The flashiest promise is not always the purest. Feed your mind what builds you. Cure it who speaks into your thoughts. If a voice inflames fear and starves hope, if it spikes your urgency but empties your peace, do not crown it with authority. Step back. Feel how your soul breathes easier when the noise quiets. Guide your time. The hours you count are soil. What you plant, you harvest. Sow in patience, reap endurance. Sow in learning, reap skill. Sow in rest, reap clarity. Do not despise the small, steady tasks. Miracles often walk in on the feet of simple habits. Clean one corner. Finish one page. Practice one skill. Make one call. Sometimes the biggest shifts begin with the smallest faithful yes. Choose your words. Your tongue turns the rudder of your days. Stop cursing your own future with contempt disguised as honesty. You are not always unlucky. You are not stuck forever. You are not behind for life. Speak to your soul like a gardener, not a vandal. Say, I am learning. I am growing. I am guided. I am not late. I am walking steadily. I am exactly where I need to be to take the next right step. Care for your body. Weariness distorts discernment. Hydrate. Move. Rest. Breathe. Your physical vessel is not an afterthought, it is a gift I entrusted to you. When you honor it, your mind clears, your emotions steady, your spirit listens more easily. Tend your space. The environment around you echoes inside you. Order invites peace. Beauty invites gratitude. Even one small surface cleaned, one window opened, one note of fragrance, one ray of sunlight can shift how you stand in your day. You say, but I am tired of trying. I am tired of starting again. I am tired of hoping and not seeing what I hoped for. I am here for that honesty. Bring your exhaustion to me. I will not shame you for it. I will not demand that you pretend. I prefer your truth to your performance. I am not offended by your questions, I am invested in your wholeness. Remember with me the quiet rescues you almost forgot. The edges I softened before they cut you. The closed doors you cried about that later made sense. The right person who arrived at the right hour. The inexplicable peace that held you when you should have fallen apart. The idea that landed in your mind like a feather and became a path. These were not coincidences. They were my fingerprints. If I have carried you through valleys you thought would swallow you, will I drop you now, while I am leading you toward the hill? Hear me again, my silence never meant absence. My patience never meant indifference. My timing never meant neglect. I understand the magnetism of a famous name. You think, if someone like that notices me, everything will change. Maybe something would change. But I see deeper. I see what would change in you if you anchor your worth in recognition that arrives and fades. I guard you from gifts that would hollow you out. I prepare you for gifts that will deepen you. So when you see a message that says, 20 minutes ago, Elon Musk just confirmed this about you, let it ring a bell not of panic but of remembrance. Remember. I, your maker, confirmed you long before screens existed. I awakened your spirit to the possibility of more. I breathed into your lungs at birth, and I breathe courage into you now. That is your big news. I am teaching you wisdom. Wisdom to discern promises that are tense from promises that are mirages. Wisdom to choose voices that build over voices that bombard. Wisdom to say no without guilt and yes without fear. Wisdom to pause before you press send. Wisdom to wait without collapsing. Wisdom to move without rushing past my presence. The world shouts hurry. I whisper hold. Hold my hand and walk at the pace of grace. You will arrive at the right doors, at the right time, with the right strength to walk through them. When you walk with me, speed is not your savior, steadiness is. You fear you will be overlooked forever. You fear you will invest and never harvest, love and never be loved back, try and never catch momentum, pray and never see an answer. Let me speak directly into those fears. You will not be overlooked forever. I am organizing beyond what you can observe, aligning what looks scattered, weaving what looks unrelated. Pieces you thought were broken are becoming parts of a picture. Doors you thought were rusted are loosening on their hinges. The ground beneath you is firming. You will not invest in vain. You are sowing into soil you cannot fully see. Seeds are not idle when they are out of sight. A root system is forming that will hold the weight of leaf, blossom, fruit. At the right time, your harvest will not just appear, it will endure. You will not love without ever being met. The right people are being called toward you, people who value you without extracting you, who cheer your growth without grabbing your glory, who tell you the truth without tearing you down. And you will also become this kind of person to others. You will recognize the language of healthy love because I am teaching it to you now. You will not move without momentum. Sometimes momentum is quiet like a river deep under the surface. You may not hear its rush until it lifts you. Keep your oar in the water. Keep your yes on your lips. Keep your feet trusted to the path. You will not pray to an empty sky. I hear you before your words finish forming. I answer in ways you do not predict so that you cannot confuse the gift with your own calculations. I answer in ways that make you more yourself, not less. I am preparing you for scale. Scale requires scaffolding. Expect preparation to look practical. Expect it to look ordinary. Expect to repeat what works. Expect to refine what almost works. Excellence is devotion in details, not obsession with perfection. I am not asking you to impress me. I am inviting you to walk with me in such a way that what you build bears my fingerprints: integrity, mercy, courage, joy. You feel small. But small is not lesser. Small is how every sturdy thing begins. A mustard seed does not envy a cedar, it simply becomes a tree. Do not measure your future by the mirror of today. Measure it by my faithfulness. Measure it by the times I have turned faint beginnings into living branches. There will be pruning in this season. Not punishment, preparation. I will cut back what steals from your fruitfulness, distractions that glitter, habits that drain, connections that confuse. When I ask you to release, I am not subtracting your worth, I am creating room for what I promised. Trust my knife. It does not slip. You often ask for signs. Here is a gentle one: notice what now exhausts you that once thrilled you. That is your soul telling you what no longer aligns. Notice what now brings peace where there used to be panic. That is your spirit recognizing my presence. Notice what conversations leave you clearer, lighter, braver. Keep those close. Notice what conversations leave you tangled, dimmed, afraid. Step away. Pay attention to the nudges that seem too simple to matter. Simplicity is not smallness, it is focus. Email the person you keep thinking of. Read the chapter you keep postponing. Stretch, drink water, go for a short walk. Sleep on that decision. Back up your work. Organize your finances. Turn off the video that spikes your dread. Place your phone face down for 1 hour. These are not trivial. These are the stitches that hold your days together so joy can wear them. I am bringing order to your inner life. Chaos cannot carry the weight of calling. Clarity grows when you choose fewer, better, truer. You cannot be called to everything, you are not needed everywhere. Let me free you from the tyranny of pleasing every demand. Let your no be as holy as your yes. When you decline what does not belong to you, you create space to receive what does. You have asked for favor. Favor without foundation feels like floodwater. It rushes in, it rushes out. Favor with foundation becomes a river that irrigates many fields. I am laying foundation in you, character that keeps you steady when praise swells, humility that keeps you learning when success comes, gratitude that keeps you generous when provision increases. When fear pulls at you with worst-case stories, return to what is true. Fear imagines alone, trust remembers with. You are not alone in any situation you will face today or tomorrow. I am in the room you are about to enter. I am in the conversation you are about to have. I am in the commute, the clinic, the interview, the kitchen, the quiet office, the crowded train, the dim hallway, the bright stage. If you feel your heart race, put your hand on your chest and speak, I am accompanied. Do not apologize for hope. Hope is not denial, hope is defiance against despair. Hope is not naive, hope is disciplined. It chooses a posture, shoulders relaxed, breath steady, eyes lifted. It chooses a practice, gratitude for what is, vision for what can be, kindness where you stand. There is also this, justice. You have been wronged in ways you could not fix. You have been spoken about in rooms where you were not present to defend yourself. You have been underestimated and used. I have seen. Your vindication is not a rumor, it is a sequence. I am not petty. I am precise. I will bring truth to surface when it serves your growth, not just your ego. I will restore in proportion to the depth of the fracture. And I will protect your heart from becoming what hurt you. I am inviting you to build. Build what? Build what you can build. Build your craft. Build consistency. Build relationships that weather storms. Build a small savings line by line. Build a routine that welcomes inspiration rather than waits for it to strike. Build a habit of finishing. Completion teaches trust, you keep promises to yourself, and your soul learns that your yes is reliable. You think, if only one big miracle would happen, everything would be different. Sometimes that occurs. Often, I do something more enduring. I teach you to notice the miracles that happen every day, so that when the big ones come, you are grounded enough to hold them. Breath in your lungs after a night of tears, that is a miracle. A laugh that breaks a heavy hour, that is a miracle. A stranger's kindness, a fresh idea, a repaired misunderstanding. Do not overlook the daily mercies, they are the scaffolding around the greater works. Let me talk again about time. You keep scanning the horizon of minutes. You say, if it does not happen by afternoon, by evening, by the end of this week, perhaps it will never happen. Time is a tool I use, not a cage I place around you. 20 minutes from now, I will be with you. 1 hour from now, still with you. Tomorrow morning, still with you. In the meeting you dread, with you. In the lull that makes you doubt, with you. In the surprise, with you. My presence is the news you can live on.